make them think that the energy is coming from there. I have one interview I had.
Man.
Well, that's false correlation. And so I try to teach these interrogation tactics to these TIs so they know at least what's going on with them. And one of the techniques that they're practicing is they give a group, and we'll call them the psychic warriors. How's that? We'll call them the psychic warriors. Give them a good name.
Yeah.
And they're trying to figure out what the bad guy knows, and these are the innocent Americans.
Okay, and the psychic warriors are the DoD.
Yeah, you put names. So. Yeah, that's right. And so the psychic warriors, they want to. They're not given any information, just a little bit about the subject. And the NSA and the other agencies, they have everything about this individual. So they have proof of what this individual's life is about. So these handlers or psychic warriors are trying to get as much information from the target as they can by walking them back through their history. Well, you told us this, we know this about you, and making them erase their memory. These are old tactics. They're used physically as well with drugs and stuff. But this can be done now with this new cybernetic warfare technology. And they try to get every little bit of information from you and find out if it's true. So they get scored on it. Well, how did I do in the end? Whenever the project ends after a couple of years, and they get scored on it. Now, this is called hyper game theory. It goes beyond that. John Nash of A Beautiful Mind, there's a movie about that. He won a Nobel Prize in game theory, which is used in business and is used in warfare quite a bit. Well, it's gone beyond that to hyper game theory, and a professor at Dartmouth has a paper published. People like to understand the mathematics of that. And it's the basic gist of it is to see how do you make someone walk down a certain path. So you're playing a chess game, a multi-dimensional chess game. How do you make a rational player walk them to their death, or walk them into jail, or commit a crime? And so they want to see, out of all these people that we're targeting, okay, the first logical thing they do is go to the police. Well, the police can't help you. They don't know. They're going to give you a lockup and 72 hours and a psych ward.
I know,
then they go to the FBI, and there are only maybe a few FBI agents that know about this. This isn't within their classification. And so they do what they're supposed to do, and they write petitions, and they try to write the congressman and president and stuff. And what they're doing is they're figuring out, how do you shut all this information down? What are people going to try so we can shut it down? And this will never be exposed or released.
Yeah, especially if we're talking about doing it without putting someone in a scanner or putting electrodes on their head.
Yeah, exactly. This is
horrifying.
Over the entire population. And so they're increasing this, and a lot of people won't believe me, and that's fine. But they're increasing this. They are scaling this technology to the entire population. And so it's going, when people are awakened, they'll find out that 1984 did happen. We're actually further ahead